Good morning. If I'm a bit sleepy-eyed, I've just not long woke up. Based on a discussion I was having with a good friend of mine last night. Wow. I don't mean to be disingenuous, but I mean, I'm just speaking honestly speaking. Some of you women really make some really bad decisions. I'm not saying this to make anybody feel bad. I'm trying to help some of you who need to hear this, because for the sake of loneliness, some of you are prepared to stay with a guy who's clearly not that into you for the sake of being lonely. Now maybe I've got too much of an ego. Maybe I've got too much man logic, or early in the morning. But if I wanted a committed, exclusive relationship from a woman, and I felt or I knew or I sensed that's what she didn't want the same thing, I wouldn't stick around for the punishment of what's to come from that. I really wouldn't. And I'm speaking from experience. I mean, I've been in a situation where it was obviously I had more feelings for the woman than she had for me, because after 3 weeks of meeting her, I noticed it was me that was doing all the chasing. I was doing all the ringing. I was doing all the text messaging, and she only met up with me because I asked her. She never once, in that 3 week period, she never once sent me any text saying how I'm doing. Never initiated a meetup or anything like that. I didn't have sex with her. No, we didn't sleep with each other. But I thought I worked it out in that 3 week period. I thought, okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to delete your number and your actions, because it's a known fact amongst us men. Don't listen to what a woman says. Take note of what she does. So I thought, well, let's see what she does. Never heard from her again. And I must admit, it pricked my ego. It hurt me. But because I really liked the woman, I was really into her. And but I'm glad I found out in 3 weeks. Then I wouldn't have. Well, I would say 3 years, but not that I wouldn't hang around for 3 years, to be honest with you. But still, the point being is, I'm glad I found out sooner than later, and I got the answer. Not the answer I wanted, but I got the answer I needed. So, for anyone who needs to hear this, really, I know it's easier said than done. I really do. I know it's easier said. I know it's easy for me to sit in with my confident self, but really, you owe it to yourself to do better and accept better for yourself. So, I wish you all the courage and all the strength to walk away from that situation, because obviously, see, the thing what I've got to tell you about us guys, if we're on a casual tip and we could stay in that casual tip, no problem. We're not like you women, yeah, feelings can develop, but I wouldn't bank on it. You know quite quickly if someone's into you or not. And if you're seeing the signs that they're not that into you, and it's for quite a prolonged period, just walk away from it. As there's a saying, 5 and 5 makes 10. Whichever you do it, 5 and 5 make 10, and you can make up all the excuses you like. 5 and 5 would always make 10. So if you hang around for that one day that he may change, it's not impossible, but I wouldn't recommend it. And when a guy likes you, he likes you. And it shows. It shows. But if he's in casual mode, and if he doesn't mind things staying casual, just have the conversation with him. Just say, if you're not sure, just sit down with him and say, where is this going? What are we about? And be prepared for the answer. But me personally, if the person's showing the signs they're not that into you, and the signs that not into you, if they don't call you, that's one of the biggest signs. If they simply don't call you and you're the one doing all the chasing, and they're seeing you for, I mean, like, you know, a man's going to take sex. He's going to, and if you're going to call him all the time, he's going to take your pussy if you're going to give it to him. Sorry to use that derogatory word. I should be. I'm trying to be a better person, but that is the truth. That is the truth. You know, because he sleeps with you, doesn't mean that he's into you. It means he fancies having sex with you, but it doesn't mean that he's into you. It really is a big difference. A guy that's into you makes the effort. He really makes the effort. He just does. He just does. So there's nothing more and you know this. That's the worst thing. I'm not telling you anything that you don't know. It's just that some of you are so scared of being alone, you rather put up with crumbs when you should be getting bread, a loaf, you know. Anyway, that's enough. That's all I've got to say. There's nothing more I can really tell you. Okay, right, I better get to work. Oh God, I'm so freaking sleepy. I could see it. I could see it in the camera. I'm fucking so still sleepy. All right, well, have a good day. In London, we're experiencing a beautiful heat wave. We've had a heat wave for the last 2 weeks or so. It's going to be another hot one today. Right, well, that's all I've got to say for today. All right, goodbye.